Alright, what is up YouTube? It's been a minute since I've done a video, and I've never made a Clash video before, so sorry that the screen's a little bit minimized so that I can fit more of it onto the screen. But today I'm going to be explaining. I've only been playing Clash for about a month now, not even really like 4 weeks, so pretty much almost a complete month now, coming in soon. But I'm going to explain the strategies you need to do in the low arenas to get trophies fast. I got 1,000 trophies on my first 2 hours of playing the game. And just this past weekend, I've gotten over 500. So I'm going to show you like different deck archetypes to use between different arenas. So let's get into that by first looking at obviously the arenas. As you see now, I'm in the 4600 Serenity Peak arena. But let's scroll all the way down to the beginning and what decks are good and where. So obviously in low elixir, there's like, not low elixir, sorry, low elo, I guess rather. There's a low skill gap, so obviously there's just easy ways to win, like troops spam, like Mega Knight at the bridge. Well, not Mega Knight. I'm just so used to playing against Mega Knights. Mini P.E.K.K.A at the bridge, along with like barbs or giant, like any of the basic stuff, like in this training camp area, is really basic and is great to use. It's just like getting quick wins because you're not playing against real players really in the low arenas, or at least it doesn't feel like it. So being able to just spam at the bridge honestly works. Like back in those low arenas, I was winning games in like 20 seconds. Like it's so easy with certain like easy strategies. So you don't really have to think about a good strategy or deck archetype at this low arena. So moving on though, honestly, I got all the way, like I said, 1,000 trophies in the first night. So just use that strategy I told you of just honestly spamming bridge and stuff like that. But once you want to start getting into the strategies, whenever you have enough cards to strategically play, which is like in the multiple thousands of trophy range. Now, obviously, a lot of YouTubers, like big YouTubers, who like talk about deck archetypes, whether it be like beatdown, cycles, anything like that, they say try to stick with the deck. Now, obviously, if you're like a new player, like, well, I don't have all these cards, so how can I do that? I think that doesn't really apply to someone who doesn't have a lot of cards, other than the fact that you're going to eventually want to change up your deck to add better cards once you unlock them. But in the low elo, you do honestly, that is still valid that you want to keep your win con maybe the same so you know what you're working with, as well as the cards around it that work well with it. So in these low arenas, you're going to see people using like Battle Ram a lot, because like also Hog gets unlocked at like Pekka's Playhouse, I think, around here. No, Builder's Workshop, my bad. Pekka's Playhouse is the next thing. So like Battle Ram, Hog are really big in these things because like beatdown decks aren't as common to see as what I've seen when I played down here. So just having a building counter is really useful. I still use a building in my deck. I've actually used cannon like forever. I'm probably gonna work it out on my deck eventually. But as you get into these higher areas, you see people start using goblin barrels and stuff. Just using counters is always useful, and using swarms, especially like Skarmy and Goblin Gang in these low arenas, is really useful because if someone just throws a P.E.K.K.A but doesn't wizard with it to like do splash damage, that is a free positive 4 elixir trade on a 7 elixir P.E.K.K.A. So it's always useful. And honestly, you do kind of want to figure out what strategy you do want to use once you get into the multiple thousands of trophies area. Like if you want to be a beatdown guy, a cycle guy. I've personally mostly always been a cycle guy, but I've just recently switched up in my arena. Like let me show you all the stuff that I have unlocked in my arena. So all the stuff I'm going to scroll by, I have unlocked already. You see various good cards, poison, bar barrels, a bunch of good stuff. Keep scrolling, furnace, golem, a bunch of win cons, expo, a bunch of annoying cards also you can unlock in these low elos. I'm currently in that stage of the game where like I'm playing against some weird decks. Like on my rank up game to 4200, I played out Boss Bandit, which is like a 6000 trophy card. So somebody was using the evolution credit card on me. And that's something you also have to encounter, is you're going to encounter players that just spend money on the game. Like it's not fair in these low arenas when you're playing like evolution this, evolution that, and just way over level cards. That's just gonna happen. That's the nature of the game, which is sort of sad, honestly, that someone can just spend their way to victory in low ladder. Obviously, they're not high skill, but you get what I'm saying. You see, all these cards are pretty annoying and such to play against, but one thing I've been playing against is Mega Knight. Has been really annoying for me, and I know he's definitely a weird card to use if you're in like my mid ladder. He's a mid ladder menace for sure. Like I'll show you my deck. I reworked my deck to use Mega Knight in here. Now, obviously, this deck is sort of chalked. I'm sort of experimenting right now to find a better deck. But in order to counter the weirdness that you play so you can win games, you sort of have to be weird too. And I'm trying to get out of the arena area where I can venture back into a deck that I enjoy using rather than using something that just counters the meta. Because some cards just need to be nerfed right now, especially for mid-ladder players. Like, for example, I can show you in the clan I'm in, as far as the members go, everybody in the top of the clan is using level 15 Evo Mega Knight. Like, it's definitely a weird and sort of overpowered meta right now. And as you see, they have tons of trophies, like 9,000 plus. Like, most of the top players in this clan use Mega Knight. So, like, there's different deck archetypes that work personally for your skill. So, my advice for overall, to like in the message out here, low arenas, find a deck that works. Find a deck you can win fast with. Because, like me, you can get 1,000 trophies every week, like what I've been doing for the past 4 weeks, and get this high easily. You start getting your skill, honestly, around 2,000 plus trophies is when you start actually using like your brain in the games to strategize and not eat so much damage and to defend well as making good push decisions and placement decisions. So just gain skill, watch videos. Jinxie, I don't think he's too great to learn from. Maybe like watching Riley explain decks and stuff, because Jinxie just yells whenever he's losing. Get what I'm saying? You have more of a learning curve of watching other people, also as well as building decks from other people. So that is my take on getting the trophies up and the explaining of like low ladder, mid ladder stuff that's going on right now. That's my 4 weeks experience. Obviously, if you're really experienced, leave a comment down below of what I need to do. If you're like 9,000 trophies and got any tips and tricks, leave some comments down below. Appreciate you for watching. I might start uploading more Clash content, so subscribe if you want that. And I appreciate you for watching this. Have a great morning, evening, whatever it is for you right now. And I'll see you in the next one, guys.